So once you have your gradebooks all set up, and once you've linked them and created your grading scales and your assignment categories, the next step is to decide on an appropriate linking. If you teach 4 periods of or 5 periods, for example, Spanish 1, you could probably link all those two grade books together. But if you teach Spanish 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, for example, you probably don't want to link all of those classes together. So for me, I teach Spanish 4 and Spanish 3. So I'm going to put Spanish 4 in group 1 and Spanish 3 in group 2. And what that essentially means is that if I add an assignment or make a change to my first or second period class, it will apply to both classes. And then if I make a change or add an assignment to my third or fourth period class, it will make a change to both of those classes. So once I make that grouping, I click Save. And again, that's under Link Gradebooks at the very top here. So the next thing that I need to do is to click Assignment. So let's say I have an assignment for Spanish 4. It does not matter under which class I click Assignment because the gradebooks are linked. So if I go to first period and click an assignment, and I click assignment up here at the top and click add assignment. Now this is going to automatically name it assignment number 1. So let's say the first assignment in my class, for example, for this week is vocabulary. And I'm going to call it vocabulary 1. This is a formative assessment. It really doesn't matter in terms of ARIES, does not care whether you put formative or summative, whether it's an assignment that you're checking along the way or an exam that you're checking later. The category will matter to you. For me, for example, vocabulary is a classwork assignment, so I want to make sure that I label it as such. And I can create the number of points. For me, this is a 10-point assignment. And if I put in 10 points here in terms of number correct, it will automatically change the number of points possible to 10. There's a little blurb here that tells you the difference between the 2 points. So, for example, I can do a 50 question quiz or test, but have that quiz or test worth 100 points. And in that case, I might put 50 here and 100 here. So if a student, for example, got a 45 out of 50, on gradebook, they would be assigned a 90 out of 100. So I'm going to set it back to 10 because that's what I want this assignment to be. And I can either click Save and Close, which will get me out of the assignment creation, or I can click Save and Add New, which will not only create this assignment, but give me a second assignment. So for me, I'm going to click Save and Close. And what you should notice is that now, because my Spanish 4 classes are linked, which would be periods 1 and 2, I now have a gradebook entry not only for period 1 Spanish 4, which is where I created the assignment, but also period 2 Spanish 4, which is where I linked the assignment. However, since Spanish 3 is not at all linked, if I were to go to Spanish 3, I should now see no assignments listed here. So if we link all of our classes together, any assignment that we create in an individual class will be populated across all those classes. And if we create separate links, individual assignments will only be populated to the applicable linked classes.